Hey guys, Jeremy here from School of Wok, Covent Garden. It's Wok Wednesdays and this week it's all about black bean beef Hor Fun, the rice noodle that you can't get enough of. Slice your onion. Slice half a pepper. Finely slice your steak. Seasoning or marinade, really simple. We're going to start with classic Chinese marinade. Light soy sauce, sesame oil and a pinch of sugar. Usually in sort of 2 fingers deep in a bowl is 1 layer of marinade. So 1 layer is like this. 1. Nice and easy. Sesame oil, about half the amount. Pinch of sugar. And then the only things we're going to add to that classic marinade, pinch of 5 spice, main base star anise, cinnamon, fennel, clove, quite strong spices, so just a pinch here or there is fine. A capful of rice wine. Now if you had overnight, you could leave this overnight in the fridge and that rice wine will help to tenderize the meat. I'm going to add a little bit of corn flour to this to get a slight creaminess or creamy texture on that marinade. And what that will do will help tenderize overnight again. What will sip into the sauce once it's cooked or seared around the meat. The marinade's done. I need to make up my black bean paste. I've got these fermented black beans here. Well, they're actually fermented soya beans. They call them black beans, so they're not like a Mexican black bean. It's a fermented salted soya bean, quite high in salt content. You do want to wash it out a little just to get rid of that excess salt and soften them up so you can crush them. I'm going to mix my ginger and garlic into that. And then just use the base of your spoon to lightly crush your black beans. And this mixed with your oyster sauce will give you that sort of deep, savoury flavour. Right, the black bean paste is ready. Last thing, make up your stir fry sauce. Right, your sauce is really easy. We've got the main base of flavour from your black bean paste. Oyster sauce is where it all starts, that natural savoury flavour from the oyster extract. 1 to 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce is enough. I once had a customer pour a whole bottle of oyster sauce into a stir fry. That's not how we use our Chinese sauces. A little bit here or there to create a balance of flavour. We've got some beer, because I've had a tough day. Actually, it's just for the liquid, and we'll go about 1/4 of a bottle of beer. And that'll help cook the beef through nice and quickly, but also that sort of malty flavour works really well with black bean and ginger. Give that a good mix. And the corn flour and the beef is going to thicken this sauce up when it hits the wok. I'm just going to add a dash of dark soy sauce to this to get that caramelization around the beef and also just to deepen the colour. Dash of sesame oil. And that's my sauce ready to go. So your noodles, these Hor Fun are essentially thick rice vermicelli. You can see I've actually soaked these or boiled them in hot water. These are fresh noodles that I've boiled in hot water just to separate out. If you're using dry noodles, all you need to do is soak them in hot water for about 8 to 10 minutes. And I've just run a little bit of sesame oil through that. When it hits the wok with the liquid, it will separate out nice and quickly again. So there's 2 or 3 ways of cooking a black bean Hor Fun. It can come dry, medium wet, or just really saucy. You can also cook your noodles into the dish or have them separate with the sauce or the stir fry on top. I'm going to go for that way. Noodle separate and then sauce on top. So the way we do this is we cook your noodles first. Make sure your wok's at a nice high heat. And I'm going to use a little bit of that liquid, the sauce, to cook my noodles through and separate them out. I'll serve them up and then I'll go into the stir fry. So when you get your Hor Fun into the wok, don't push into it too much until you take a little bit of your liquid. And that liquid will quickly separate it out. Now this movement is what we like to call the tummy and the head movement. Round and round with your spoon, back and forwards with your wok. Get that on a high heat and you can see my noodles are separated out nicely there. Feel like they're looking a little sticky, just use a little water to soften it up. Now you don't want to break your noodles, so now's the time to serve them up. Right, so on to the stir-fried beef. I'm going to follow my wok clock, which I've set up here. I've got onions at 12 o'clock, then some pepper, some black bean, ginger, garlic paste, my beef, and my sauce. In fact, I'm going to put the beef before the paste, just so I can sear that beef nicely. High heat, smoking hot oil. Once we're smoking hot, your onion can go in. Just push into that and start to fold it through. Flick it through if you've got a lot of smoke, and that'll just cool your wok down nice and quickly. That's what we call the wok toss. You don't want to overcook your onions, so just push that to the back, allow space for your next ingredient, and then a little drizzle of oil and your peppers can go in. Just fold your veg through. You're just sort of half cooking your vegetables at this stage. Create loads of space for your beef to go in. And then we need another good drizzle of oil. Make sure that's smoking hot before you add your beef. Definitely smoking. Beef is going in. You smell the 5 spice immediately. I'm going to press into the beef to sear and get a good colour on one side. Turn that beef around. And sear the other side. Now bring your veg over the top of the beef so it doesn't burn. I'm fighting you through the smoke here, so give it a good toss through at this stage, and all this will cook through really quickly once the sauce gets into the wok. So let's get your black bean paste in. fold that through. Whoa, yeah, now we're smelling good. Make sure that ginger and garlic gets a good touch on the wok as well. And then your sauce is ready to go in. High heat, round the edge. Get all that flavour off the bottom of the wok. You just want to bubble it through. You don't want to overcook this. I want the beef to still be nice and succulent. Good, I'm going to switch that off. I want this to be a medium sort of wet stir fry. We're ready, as you can see, with this great looking succulent pieces of beef. Ready to go on top of your noodles. Quick cooking. Serve up the meat and veg first. It's a healthy portion. Don't forget that delicious savoury sauce right over the top. Spring onion to garnish. Moment of truth. Beef nice and tender, just from that flash frying, and the savoury flavour of the black bean is just right, not too salty. Love it, reminds me of going to a Chinese restaurant. Don't forget to subscribe to our School of Wok channel and like. Don't forget to subscribe. School of Wok videos all the way.